I'm Jessie, co-founder and CEO of Lumi, and you're watching Unboxing Things. You know what you're gonna see today? You're gonna see me unbox a brand, but I'm not gonna talk about the product, no. I'm gonna talk about the packaging, because that's what we're a little into at Lumi. So, let's go see what's at my doorstep today. Today we have Apostrophe. Apostrophe, if you're not familiar, is prescription skincare straight to your doorstep. So you could skip that dermatologist appointment. I know it might seem like my skin is perfect. I appreciate that. Filters may be involved, but I've had problems. We've all had problems. And I'm really excited to dig into what Apostrophe has in store for me, product-wise, but more importantly, how have they approached their e-commerce packaging? I'm gonna close my eyes. What can I see about this packaging? Nothing, my eyes are closed. That was a test. My eyes are open, I'm looking at the box. What have I got? First off, what I noticed is that this box is printed over white corrugate. How can I tell? I can tell because the entire surface here is white. And the other thing I can tell right away is that it's one color printing on the outside. I can see this apostrophe printed in black. Also on the side, they've got their actual URL, apostrophe.com. And then also a social handle call out, hi apostrophe. On the outside of the box, it looks like I've got one color printing, but I've got a little sneak attack here of information because I can see this yellow strip. This is poking through the outside a little bit, and so it gives me a guess that there's some yellow printing on the inside of the box. So as much as I might guess from the outside that it's one color printing, black on white, I'm gonna actually guess that this is a couple colors of printing, but they're utilizing another color on the inside. The other super noticeable thing on the outside of this package is, of course, the beautiful tape. You've got a 3-color print on this tape, most likely a flexo printed tape, meaning flexographic printing, the most standard method for printing tape. And I can tell it's 3 colors because I can count them up. 1, 2, 3. Blue, this peach color, this beautiful yellow color. It's the kind of A of Apostrophe, which is a really nice kind of brand mark. I like that they're not screaming just the brand name over and over at me, but using the A is a really kind of stylish way of almost making part of the actual name of the brand into a graphic. I must comment as well on the tape placement. Not everyone takes tape placement to the high art of art form that I typically appreciate. They just think tape is to close a box. It can do a lot more than that, okay? Tape is not just to close things up. Sure, does it do it? Yeah, it does, which is really convenient. But also, tape can be used as a really beautiful graphical element. And we're using something as a graphical element, you can decide to put it on however you want. Placement can play a big factor in how it's perceived. So the normal place to put tape would probably be along this edge where the box opens. But instead of doing that, Apostrophe has used a strip of tape that goes along the top, back, and bottom of the box and actually closes it up. It serves the same purpose. It holds the box closed, but what you get here is a really nice pop of color on the box from the tape as well. It's actually the tape entirely that's adding color to the outside of the box because the box, again, on the outside just has the black logo. They're using the bottom of the box for the thermal shipping label. This is a thermal printed shipping label. Thermal labels don't actually require ink. Did you know that? Google thermal labels, people. There's a lot of really interesting information, but thermal labels are a great effective way of getting shipping information on the box. They're the most standard method. They're used at all the major 3PLs, third-party logistics companies, and they're really cost effective. So here's that thermal label. It fits really nicely here on the bottom of the box so that when the box is sitting, you actually don't see that shipping information, but boom, it's actually still really easy for the carrier to access. So I'm just gonna slice this one piece of tape here, and then I'll be able to open this box. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, serious though, back to seriousness. You probably shouldn't eat skincare, probably. So as I suspected, there is a beautiful yellow print on the inside. When we actually disassemble this box entirely, I'll show you that they actually needed to print yellow on both sides of the box in order to get this full flood coat on the inside. It really kind of pops out at you as a bold color choice, and then it frames the product really nicely. The product also has this yellow color on it. It really matches the box, kind of brings cohesion to the whole package. The inside of the box is not just the one color of the yellow, it also has this logo mark here, developed by Apostrophe, proprietary blend. And I love how it's off center. It'd be really easy to just throw something right here, but design-wise, it's a little bit more of a creative choice. The other thing that this bright yellow color tells me is that actually both sides of the box started out with white corrugate. How do I know if it actually looks yellow? Well, I know because if you put yellow ink over craft colored corrugate, it would not look like a bright yellow. If you've ever colored with a yellow marker, you know what I'm talking about, because if you take yellow marker and put it over a dark surface, you don't get a really bright, vibrant yellow like this. So this box started with white corrugate, meaning white on both sides. That type of corrugate as a blank sheet is a bit more expensive than craft or even craft white, because you do need to use a different paper fiber that's been bleached to actually start with the white. But in this case, this box would just not be possible without a white base. I'm gonna take the inner boxes out here and see what else we have. I'm gonna come back to these. There's also a sticker sheet, a matte sticker sheet. There's also a beautiful booklet. Oh, and then there's a message at the bottom. Confidence delivered. I love a good box bottom message, really do, because it's like they're speaking to me. They know that I'm looking at the bottom of the box. They know I care, and they're deciding to throw something fun and punchy there, which I just think is a really nice way of using the fact that they're already printing the inside. Okay, let's look at these other pieces of collateral. First up, a sticker sheet. Love myself a good sticker sheet. I love stickers. Stickers are also great for kids. They're just great in general. And there's some really fun graphics on here. I'm gonna look at these stickers close up. As suspected, we've got a Kiss Cut sticker. So this is a matte Kiss Cut sticker sheet. What I mean by that is that first, it has a matte finish. A lot of stickers are shiny. Apostrophe has gone with a matte finish. I don't know if they're trying to send me a signal about how I should think about my skin, or they just like a matte finish. I like a matte finish, but it's notable. The other thing is that these stickers are Kiss Cut, meaning that they're actually cut out in the shape around the sticker. So a Kiss Cut means that there was a cutting die that actually cut through the top layer of sticker, but did not cut through the backing paper. So it was just like a kiss and just cut. These are, of course, just really fun graphics related to the product itself. Also, they've got the brand mark A there, and just fun things to say like, hey, good looking and stuff. I could put these anywhere. Okay, I love this. What is this? It's a collateral folder. If you're not familiar with what a collateral folder is, I mean that this is a piece of collateral printed custom for Apostrophe. It's got a really nice pressed finish. This is actually slightly debossed, the Apostrophe, with a nice black ink that has a nice inky depth to it, a little bit of shine, really beautiful. And then inside, you've got this beautiful mint color, and then you've got a couple more pieces of printed collateral. One is a postcard. Oh, I love a postcard. Okay, beautiful gradient on one side, really nice other image on this side. And then you've got your packing slip here. Oh, I lied. Okay, I didn't mean to lie. I was guessing, I got ahead of myself. It is sort of like a pack slip, but actually, this is a formula sheet for my topical lotion, and this is a formula sheet for my oral tablet. Important, do not use if pregnant. Okay, we've got a problem, and it's the fact that I'm very pregnant, but soon I won't be, and I'm gonna start using this. So there's important information about health and safety to protect the unborn. Gotta appreciate that. There's some caution, there's how to use, side effects, how to store. A lot of information here that is really great, talking about pharmacy law, etc., because this is a really powerful reminder that these products are not off the shelf. This is something that has been produced custom. You know, it's actually a pharmacy grade product that's shipping to your doorstep, and they're making sure you're well informed. And then also I can just recycle these. Like this is just a fully recyclable piece of paper. Alongside this, you're not gonna recycle this, you guys send this to a friend. But all the paper products in this package are recyclable, including the corrugate box and the tape. The product packaging itself is a telescoping folding carton. Why do we call these telescoping? Well, it's because if you were like using this box as a telescope, it would kind of go in, out, in, out. No one's gonna use a box as a telescope, okay? But we borrowed the word for the packaging industry because it resembles that same motion of bringing something in and out. I love this kind of peekaboo yellow. So again, really resonating with the inside of that box. And then this black apostrophe, slightly debossed, matches this really, really nicely. So everything flows together. There's also some information on the back of this, a quote, own the day, own your look with this prescription personalized for you, apostrophe.com. So there's some great kind of more brand messaging. And then inside is the actual product. So this is two components, both carton material, fully paper-based, also recyclable. This is white with the black, and this is white, and then with a flood coat of yellow. And the other thing I want to mention is that this has an auto bottom. So an auto bottom means that this box actually was pre-produced with a bit of glue and folding mechanism here on the bottom. So it actually comes to Apostrophe's fulfillment center shaped like this. And the person who's doing the labor and fulfillment just needs to pop it open, and then they can put the bottle inside. This is really convenient because the alternative is maybe doing a much more folding, taping, maybe using a wafer label to actually seal it shut. All of that is prevented by having this auto bottom, and the term is auto bottom. It stands for automatic bottom. And then you've got the same thing here, very similar form factor, different product. So this is my lotion. Different product, similar minimal packaging, enabled by the fact that the product information is on a separate sheet. And then you also have an auto bottom on this component as well. So it comes to Apostrophe's DC distribution center looking like this. And then the white component has a seal end. And there's actually a piece of like double-sided adhesive kind of tape, could be closed with a glue dot as well. This is most likely sealed in fulfillment, but also very simply. Doesn't require a lot of effort. You just got these tabs, you fold them in, you go like this, you apply a little bit of a glue dot or double-sided tape adhesive, and then boom, and then this is kind of ready to rock and roll. So that does require a small amount of labor, very simple. Why not do an auto top, you ask? Well, aesthetically, it has a look to it. It's really easy to put together, but they're going for a clean look on the top here because you can see it, right? So you wouldn't really want that auto bottom look. Back to the box. One thing about the tape I wanted to mention, this is non-reinforced gummed paper tape. So non-reinforced just means it's just paper. It's paper tape made out of paper. It's plenty strong to close a box like this. The reinforced is when you see those strands, those fiberglass strands, the little ones that pop out when you actually try to cut it, might require you to use scissors. You should really consider whether you actually need enforced gummed paper tape before you buy it, because this is plenty strong for Apostrophe's use, so they're not overdoing it. I'm gonna take apart this box. Okay, This is what I was mentioning towards the beginning, which is that this you might have suspected, right? You need to have the yellow all over the inside of the box in order to create that yellow experience. But did you see this coming? Keep in mind the way that a box actually folds. In order for Apostrophe to create a full yellow inside, they actually had to print this flap in yellow as well, because when you fold this box, this flap becomes visible on the inside. So that means that you actually had to create 2-color printing on the outside of the Apostrophe box in order to get the full flood code look of yellow on the inside. Other than that, this is a really standard roll end tuck front flap box in terms of its construction. I think it's time for the recap. Apostrophe is helping us with our skin, but let's talk about how they're approaching their packaging. I really love their approach for a few key reasons. One, it's colorful. They've got me with the color, okay? So by going with the white corrugate, putting color on the tape, that beautiful pop of yellow on the inside of the box. Again, think of this as like dermatology grade skincare. You don't often see such a colorful approach to such a product. Next, it's clean. They've gone with really clean details. Remember how the actual product itself is actually just plain? Because they put the product information and all those warning labels, etc. on a piece of paper. I love how they're using the e-com packaging to keep the product packaging really clean. And then third, it's particular. Everything is really done in a high detail way. You can tell there's a lot of love and attention to this. So whether it's the placement of the tape or that telescoping internal box, lots of TLC, lots of particular details that really show us that they're taking packaging and experience seriously. This has been Apostrophe Unboxed.